Hello, friends. Welcome once again to Legal Biz Cafe. I am your host, attorney Shaune B. Arnold, and tonight we are going to strategize your success. But before we go blowing it up, I want to chat with you for just a moment about what we are doing here on Legal Biz Cafe. We are here to help you capture your vision, that vision as an entrepreneur. We give you insights into why your plan may not be working for you. Then we provide to you the tools and the resources that you need in order to create transformation in your life. That's exactly what we're doing. That's no small order. So I suggest that tonight we take a little time to have a taste of what it is to actually talk with me about your business, about your dreams, about your vision, and we are going to strategize your success tonight right here on Legal Biz Cafe. So let's start with that. Let's start with your vision. What is your vision? Do you know what it is? A lot of us have an idea that we want to have a business of our own, and we have a few things that we are good at, but we do not have a vision that we've honed, or we feel so completely shut down over not having our vision come to fruition in the past that we are afraid to even dream. So you may not even know where to start when I ask you a question like, what is your vision? So let me ask you a question that will take you a little further back. Who was your hero or your shiro when you were 12? Was it your mom, your dad? Was it Superman? What was it about that superhero that inspired you? Now, when I say superhero, I could be talking about your grandma and how she taught you how to garden, and you want to be an organic chef. I could be talking about your teacher and how she taught you how to read when you were behind the 8 ball and you were scared and didn't want to stand up in front of the class and read out loud, but this teacher took the time after school to teach you how to read. When I was 12, believe it or not, my shiro was Wonder Woman. She was fast. She had bulletproof bracelets, and she had the lasso of truth. And you know what? Today, I am a business attorney. I come to people's aid fast. Truth and integrity are paramount in my life, and I help people make their businesses and their lives bulletproof. So I think that there's some continuity here for me. Think back to when you were 12. Who was your hero? Who was your shiro, and why? What was it about them that excited you? I think that will give you some clue into what that elemental passion was when you were a kid. Let's go back even further than that. When you were 7, what did you want to do when you grew up? Granted, you had a limited view of the world because you didn't really understand most processes, but I'm willing to bet you that you spent hours fantasizing about something before they shut you down and told you to stop dreaming so much and get your homework done. And clean your room. What were you dreaming about in those days? I wanted to be an actress and a dancer. I thought that actors were admired by people, and there was just a certain power in holding an audience's attention. Once again, I find today that I am a professional speaker as well as a business attorney, and many of the things that I loved about acting while I was growing up, I also love about speaking and about showing people how to start and build and fix the business that they're absolutely going to love. I love doing corporate training events and such. So what were you passionate about when you were a tot of just 7 years old? Maybe it was something in sports or perhaps music or the arts. Even if that quarterback position isn't right for you now, maybe you are just the coach or the referee that the Little League needs in your town. So what was it? Maybe you wanted to be a doctor or build bridges, ships, or skyscrapers or something like that. What was your dream? That dream will give you very, very important clues to your passion and to your purpose, the reason why you're here on this planet in the first place. Now let's zoom into the future. What impact do you want to create in the world? Do you want to start a business that can transform lives half a world away? Have you been through the mill and you'd like to share your strategy for making it to the other side? What is your gift? And what is unique about you that will help you communicate that gift? You know, many times we shy away from that which makes us different. We fear being shunned. We fear being abandoned. We fear loss of respect or love. But, you know, quite to the contrary, people buy transformation. They don't buy products or services. They buy the experience of you. That means the experience of you cannot be like the experience of everybody else. Like, your potential clients will purchase the transformation that you provide in their lives because it is so unique to just you. See, no one else thought up that idea. It is uniquely your idea. That idea is born of your struggle. It's born of your pain. It's also born of your joy, knowledge, and passion. So what is it? What is that transformation that you are already providing to all of your family and all of your friends and all of the people around you? They ask you about it, and you say, as you walk away, oh, that thing, I do that all the time. You never think of that as the gift that was handed to you by God just to you. That's why it's so easy for you. That's why it's so easy for you to discount that gift. So think deeply about the transformation that you're already providing in your circle, because that will give you an idea of where you should be spending your time now. What is important to you in your personal life and your professional life? What is it that you just can't live without? And why is that so important to you? What is it about that thing that makes it keep pulling at you? What is it that keeps coming back? See, this is a clue to your vision. What will you get when you start the business of your dreams? Will it be lifestyle? Will it be travel or satisfaction? Or will you create an impact in the world? You know, I had a client who came to me once and said that she wanted to get a second job. She cited some of these reasons, like lifestyle. She wanted to travel a little bit more. I started asking her more about her purpose, and it seems as though she really wanted to move her mother to her home. She wanted to get the second job so that she could move her mother to her home. So I asked her to dig a little deeper. Why did she want to move her mother to her home? She said because she needed help with her children. Okay, why did she need help with her children? Because she felt she was cross with them all the time, and she was exhausted all the time, and she didn't want to leave that kind of a legacy with her children. That's not the legacy she received from her own mother, and she thought that if she brought her mother into her home, she would see her children smile more. That's what she ultimately wanted. She wanted to see her children smile more. Think about what she was about to do. She was about to go out and get a second job so that her children saw her less, when her intent was to see them smile more. We sat down and we strategized a way for her to actually bring Grandma into her home, and she paid Grandma to take care of the kids rather than paying the babysitter that she had been paying. That saved her money. Then we strategized a way for her to telecommute from her job 2 days per week. And guess what? It was Monday and Friday. That meant she was home with her mom and the kids. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, she was working from home on Friday and Monday, and she was going into the office on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, wait a minute. She was looking for a second job, and we got it down to her working 3 days a week outside the home. She got everything she wanted. How did we do that? We did it by looking deeply into what was truly important to her. We looked at her vision. We strategized her success. So she's feeling much more relaxed now. She's feeling much happier now. And guess what? She's seeing those baby smiles. Ultimately, that was what she wanted. So here's another question for you. What is stopping you from strategizing that kind of success in your life? Often, the biggest obstacle that we run up against is a limiting belief. or a series of limiting beliefs? What kind of limiting beliefs are you harboring? Well, that's a really deep question. I mean, what is it that makes one man conquer Mount Everest and another man drink himself to death in an alley? It's the lack of a feeling of worthiness. What is it that allows one woman to create a string of multi-million-dollar businesses, and yet her sister, raised in the same household, will bounce from failed relationship to failed relationship to failed relationship rather than take a chance on her own personal power? What is it? It's fear. It's a lack of self-worth, and it's limiting beliefs. This bouncing woman believes that she can't do it on her own, or perhaps she tried in the beginning and was met with criticism or failure, or worse, support and love and hugs and a place to hide when she did fail. Perhaps she was told she was pretty or sweet and she didn't need to worry about all that stressful stuff, and perhaps taking that path of least resistance was comfortable for her. But it's costing her. If you harbor these beliefs, it's costing you your health, your wealth, your vitality, higher levels of stress, and the death of your legacy. What is your commitment to yourself? Are you committed to solving this problem in your life? If you master that thing, will your life look like what you want it to look like in 3 years? Yeah, I bet you it will. When you answer these questions that only you can answer, you will begin to strategize your success. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Legal Biz Cafe. I am your host, attorney Shaune B. Arnold. I encourage you to follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter X. In all of those places, you can find me as Shaune.Arnold. In the meantime, and in between time, I am reminding you, as always, to maximize your competence to get the confidence you need to succeed. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, friends.